Got a story to tell you. Guys, it's story time. I'm going to tell you how my self care date night turned into being scammed. Okay, so here's the story, part one. So last night I was able to attend the Serenade Tour featuring October London, Maxwell, and my top favorite female artist, and that's Jasmine Sullivan. So I'm excited to attend this tour. I work hard. I'm a business owner, own my own barbershop, and two single parent of two kids. And I finally had an opportunity to do something for me, so I took the leap and I went. To my surprise, my sister-in-law shares with me that her brother, I know this is a little complicated, um, is the background singer for Maxwell. And she was like, "Hey, you ought to go to the show." I was like, "Hey, I already got a ticket. Cool." And I was like, "Hey, but what about them backstage? What about backstage? Or what about maybe his ticket is better?" But now my ticket is really good, by the way. I'm like right by the stage, section 108, right? So I get to the show, got my outfit on, dressed in all black, looking good, got my makeup done, hair done. I'm looking good with braids up in a bun. And I'm so excited. And so I realized too now that, her on the way down the road, her brother tells me that he's able to get me a ticket. So the plan was for me to take my daughter because my daughter is a huge Jasmine Sullivan fan, but I just really wasn't sure whether or not it was really kid friendly event. So I said, you know what? I'm not even going to tell them I'm going. I'm going to go by myself, and just in case I wanted to go out to eat afterwards, just in case I wanted to linger over or had a chance to go backstage, let me just, do this for me. Leave her at my mom's house, and I'm going to do this for me. So anyway, get to the venue, drive there. Parking, driving is absolutely crazy, and the line is out of this world. Everybody, it's like past 7 o'clock. The show starts at 7, and everybody's trying to find parking space. They're selling parking for $20 in this adjacent parking lot right beside the Coliseum. So I go and find parking. The guy tells me that there's only one space left, and that's actually his space that he's going to give it to me. Wow, me? What a blessing. He gives. So I'm like, man, this is God, because literally this parking space is right in walking distance, right across the street, and right at the door where I got to go in at. So I can save my feet. I'm wearing heels, and so perfect, absolutely perfect. So he says $20. Okay, I got the $20. Cash up you $20. Take the money, right? And then he says, "Oh, hey, do you got an extra ticket?" As a matter of fact, I do. And so he says, "Oh my God, like, you got an extra ticket." I was like, "I do actually." Now, I've already tried to give this ticket away to my brothers who are live in Greensboro. I didn't think to call anybody else that was out of town because, as you remember, I didn't find out I was getting this additional ticket until late in the game. So, anyway, so I'm like, you know what? I am going to pay it forward. I was given a ticket, and I'm going to give this man this ticket. Because, first of all, I'm thinking like, he can give me $50 or something because my ticket costs a good grip. Now, between the two tickets, I don't know which one is better, right? So, um, he walks me to will call. He's like, "Man, this is God. This is really God." And he's a man, I would say, of Middle Eastern descent. I bet y'all was thinking something else, Middle Eastern descent. Anyway, so has on his Maxwell t-shirt, and he's walking on in with me. He was like, "Man, this is so amazing, so amazing." So we go to will call, but I go ahead and let him know, whichever ticket is best, that's the one I'm keeping. You can keep the other ticket. Now, out of the two, I know for sure my ticket is good. I'm in section 108, right close to the stage. Now, the other ticket that I'm getting from my sister's brother, Aaron, we're going to call him Aaron from here on out. That's his name. Shout out to Aaron Marsalis. And so thank you so much for showing me love. Showing me love. Thank
Shout
you so
out to
much.
Aaron.
So anyway, so I said, okay, we get the will call, realize my seat that was reserved, held at will call, is on the floor. It's on the sixth row at an end seat. Can't beat it. My ticket is good. but this one was great. So of course I want to take this ticket. So this ticket is a paper ticket, and so my other ticket is electronic ticket. So me and the guy walk in. I scan my electronic ticket to get him in, and I scan the paper ticket, and we go our separate ways. And so I find my seat, get seated.
Did he give you a couple of dollars or?
The show has already kind of started, but I'm maneuvering around trying to find where I'm going to sit at. And I mean, when I tell you, I'm so excited. I have plenty of room. There's a
Hold on. If he gave her his parking spot, where the fuck he park at?
gap between me and this other person, and so I got plenty of room to move around. I mean, it's when I tell you it's good vibes, good people. We are having a time of our lives. October London, he is doing his thing on the stage, and he is really, really vibing, and is amazing. And then my girl Jasmine Sullivan comes out on stage, and it can't get any better, man. This night keeps going higher and higher and higher, and she puts on an amazing show. They both put on an amazing show, but Jasmine's my girl, so I'm excited about her. Then Maxwell comes out, and here is Aaron. He's on stage. It's only him and another background singer for him, and he is doing an amazing job. And I'm like, this is just a night. I'm so excited. I mean, like I'm just so hyped. It's just so amazing. It's so amazing. And so I got a chance after the show is over with, get a chance to go backstage and hang out a little bit with Aaron. And I'm meeting some of the musicians. I think y'all I'm just met him, but his name is Shedrick. And Shedrick, he's was the MD for the show, and also an organist, amazing organist. He had a whole solo um during the show, and it was absolutely amazing. So we go backstage, and I'm getting a chance to meet some of Jasmine Sullivan's background singers. We're making connections of people we know in the area. They talking about people they know in Richmond area, and it's just amazing. So we're vibing, talking, and carrying on. So Aaron says, hey, you know what? I'll walk you out. Let me walk you to your car. And I was like, you don't have to do that. Until he was like, no, I insist. I'll walk you to your car. It's late. It's probably about this time. It's about 11, 11:30 ish. Okay. So we're walking out. And so as I'm getting at a distance, I see like all these police, like two fire trucks, like four police cars. The lights are just blaring. And I'm like, man, this must be some kind of accident that went on out here. And he was like, yeah, this after concert, situation. I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. So as we're getting closer, we're walking and talking. We're getting closer and closer. And I'm like, that's kind of in the area where my car is parked at. And so we get closer and closer. Then I'm realizing no, this is the parking lot to where my car is parked. Okay. And then we get, then I get close. I realize, wait a minute, what in the world is going on? Okay, so um, we get to the car, and I'm realizing that all the commotion, all the lights, the police officers, the two fire trucks, the four police cars, from what I can see from where I'm at, but apparently there was even more like a little bit further down. They're all in the area where my car is, and so we're thinking that it's a fight broke out. There's an accident that has happened. And we're seeing the people, kind of like voices are elevated. We were like, the fight is still going on. Like, this is some crazy stuff. And I'm like, they better get away from my car. Shoot, go on about your business. I need to go home. I got to get up like 5 o'clock in the morning and hit the road. And so, so as I get closer, this guy's looking at me, and this guy's giving me this look like he's on the phone. He's like, and I'm like, no, what is happening? What is happening? And I look down to my tire, and there's a boot on my tire. And I look around, and there's boots on every car that is left in the parking lot. So it's like 15 cars left in the parking lot, all with boots on.
He got her. He got her. Hey, I went to a club one time, and there was some people that was like, saying that you could park right there. And I ain't gonna lie, it was like weird, cause I'm like, damn, can I really park right here? It just didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happened to my car, but okay.
On them. So I'm like, what happened? I was like, I paid to park here. I gave the parking attendant my ticket. He said this guy said that his boss owns the building and he's been doing this for 8 years, where he's not rented out, where he's during concerts they do this, where they sell the spaces for $20. And like, what's the problem? Like, what? I didn't do anything wrong. Like, surely I didn't do anything wrong, right? And so, like, I'm trying to find out questions. I'm asking around. And so I see the police officers over there. I'm like, what's going on? And so I hear, like, one of the people, the victims, tells me that they're that they got somebody in cuffs, right? They got somebody in the back of the squad car. And y'all remember the guy that gave me the parking space, because I paid it forward and did the Christian thing to do, and gave him my ticket. He was the guy that was in the back of the squad car.
Yo, this nigga, he didn't say, "Oh, I'ma do this. I'm make me a couple of $100 real quick, and I'ma go home." This nigga said, "I'ma make me a couple of $100, and I'ma go in there and enjoy the concert for free." Oh shit.
And I am floored. I can't believe it. So I walk over there and I asked the officer, do you have the owner of this van? This is the same van that the guy moved out of the parking space and to allow me to park in. I said, do you have the owner of this van, like, in the back of the squad car? And he was like, he said, yes, ma'am. He said, can I help you? I said, I just need to say something to him. And he says, you're not speaking to. I said, I'll yell it. I said, how dare you? How dare you? I gave you my ticket and I was good to you and you didn't. You treated me like this. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And I walked away because that police officer was so good looking. And I was like, and I had to have a little decorum because I was like, Anyway, so now I'm like, how am I gonna get this boot off my car? So what they tell us, we come to find out because they start gathering, people start kind of congregating around, and I see a police officer talking to somebody. This is now I'm back in my car. Aaron is sitting in the car. He's kind enough to sit with me for a little while, and I was like, Aaron, you can go. You're fine. I mean, what can I do now? I'm sure the police department is going to figure something out. Surely they're going to figure something out. So I see them talking.
I'm trying to think if they had to pay to get that shit removed. I'm trying to think.
Gathered together, and the police officers telling us that they have called every tow truck company in the surrounding areas, and nobody wants to come out and help us. And that that this apparently has been, I don't know if it's been an issue or is it a new issue. I have no idea, but they tell us that basically we're the victims of a scam. And so on each of the cars there's this notice, and this notice says this. So remember I told you that we got we realized boots were on our car. So on every car, there's this notice here. Do not attempt to move your vehicle. You have a lock on your wheel, and it gives a number for us to call, and it's telling us how much we're going to have to pay in order to be able to get this device removed from our car. And it's saying some gibberish here that something about something. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's some bogus crap. And so apparently people had already been contacting the number, and once nobody answered, that people called the police, and that's how the police department got out there. And so once they got out there, they, with such high police presence, the people were not going to come out, I guess. And so we were left to figure stuff out. So here we are now. We're stuck. We don't know what to do. So of course I start Googling, how do you take off a boot, right? So I started Googling how you take off a boot. And according to Google, it's saying that if you let the air out the tires, that you can potentially shimmy it off. So what I decided to do is, I'm not going to let the air out of my tire, without really knowing that, first of all, I'm going to be able to get it pumped back up. And then secondly, I'm going to really, for real, be able to get this boot off. So I found out that somebody around had a pump, and I said, okay, I'll go ahead and deflate the tire. But before I did that, I kind of needed to understand how the mechanism worked. So I started shimmying it. I found this other car that was not in the grass like mine was. I started kind of shimmying on hers, and her tire was like really, really low profile tire. It was a Honda. And when I started shimmying it, I got the boot off. Y'all, I didn't shimmy the boot off. The whole boot came off, is in my hand. I didn't realize a woman was in the car. She opens the door. She was like, oh, wow. Like, thank you. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know that you was in the car, because I had no idea, what I was doing, but I just saw.
She over there messing with that lady car. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you deflated the lady's tire. Oh, no. It was low profile tire, she said.
That I could probably maneuver it off, because her tire, her wheel was wide, but the profile of the tire was very narrow. So I'm like, everybody, like, I'm going to try it. Anybody got a pump? Somebody said they had a pump out there. So I go and start deflating my tire. Now I have an SUV, so the tires are pretty wide, really wide. But mine is kind of sitting, the boot that they put on my car is kind of sitting to the side, and touching the ground, kind of the side and touching the ground. So we start deflating the tire, and I'm going to give it a shot. Honey, let me tell you something. We start deflating the tire. Aaron comes over, starts helping me, because it's taking a lot to release the air from the tire. And so everybody kind of is like still kind of questioning. We got one person that is literally taking their whole tire off and replaced it with the donut. And then we got other people just standing around and trying to move the tire. We got this guy there with a rolling jack. He's jacking people's cars up to see if he can either take their tire off or slip the somehow maneuver and slip it off. Now, this whole time, the police are doing nothing. Fire department is sitting in a circle singing Kumbaya, apparently. The police department is sitting, typing in the computers, apparently making a report. Still got the guy that scammed me in the back seat of the squad car. And then, so anyway, Aaron goes, and he says, Brittany, listen, I'm going to go get my food, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to sit with you. And I was like, that's so kind of him. He didn't have to do it. He's been working all day and, travel, just got here to Greensboro and traveled all day, sung and sound check and all of that. Aaron, just go rest. No, he was like, no, I can't leave you out here. I'm going to go grab my food. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to see if we can, still try to maneuver this thing off. So at this time, I'm still, we're still trying to figure things out. I stopped deflating it because I didn't know if it was going to work. And so, you wouldn't believe what happened next, to Aaron when he comes back. Maybe the Lord.
Oh, okay. This is the boot here. Okay.
I don't mean to share Barbara, but she knows how to take boots off. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe the Lord intended for me to.
The Lord intended.
He said, I got a plan.
I have a plan.
This one just works. This plan works. So I Googled.
Okay, she got a Chevy Traverse. Okay.
Good.
Google tell you everything.
She good.
Said if you let the air out the tire, you may be able to shimmy it off. So I'm gonna give it a shot. And we got 2 pumps out here. So if it don't work, we still gonna be able to pump the air out.
Hey, why the fuck is it taking her so long to take that goddamn air out that tire? No, not saying that she's doing anything wrong, but I'm just saying, what the hell? Cause like usually when you start doing that shit, if y'all don't know, I am a car guy. Shout out to We Hustle Daily, my main channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to my main channel, We Hustle Daily, cause we still hustle daily over here. You feel me? But yeah, is she doing it right? Look like, but like, goddamn, that shit taking a long time to come out. Like, what the fuck going on? What kind of tires you got, baby?
So right now I'm at work and working on 2 hours of sleep. I'm tired, so I don't have the time nor energy to really dive into part 4. But I'm gonna go ahead and upload some videos for your enjoyment.
Okay.
So I came over here wondering, what is all the ruckus is about? You know? Aaron walked me back to my car and booted. Apparently the company.
Look, that's a nice little spot, she said too, right on the edge. She said I had that one just for you.
that sold me the space to park, and I thought it was an amazing space. He even moved his car he moved his car, this guy right here, to allow me to park right here. And then now they've booted our vehicles. All of these people out here.
I like her earrings too. They straight. I don't know what they are. They straight though.
Okay.
Show us the one that you got off. That new 7 Series right there. That new 7 Series nasty. That boy is disgusting. That's that new BMW, y'all.
We'll check my car. It should be unlocked.
She got to show us the one she got off. Which one did you get off?
Booted.
Damn.
Booted. Booted.
There go that man with that jack. I'm surprised the company wasn't like on hand, cause if I put all them boots on that car, I would have been like, oh, I'm about to make me a lot of money tonight. You know what I'm saying? I would have just stayed in the area type shit probably if they knew what was going on. I don't know, but they acting like they don't want to come get their money.
All right, so this is part 4. We've already we've arrived on the scene. Boots are on cars. Mine is one of them. Turns out the guy that I paid it forward to and gave the free ticket to, he scammed me, took my ticket, booted my car. He's in the back of a police squad. Aaron goes and gets his food, and when he comes back, guys.
Wait, he didn't boot their car, did they? Did he? He didn't do it. The dude that scammed her booted her car, or the hold on.
So Aaron looks at me and says, "Oh, you took your boots off." The police officer heard him say that these are my boots. He grabs Aaron by his arm and says, "Put your hands behind your back." He is about to arrest Aaron. Aaron says, "What are you doing?" He said, "Put your hands behind your back." And Aaron was like, "Yo, bro, get off of me." And he says, "You said that these are your boots." He says, "No, I never said these are my boots." He said, "Why would I even be out here if these were my boots?" Talking about the boots on our cars, right? So he says, "Well, next time you need to be a little bit more clear." And then I said, "No, next time you need to ask questions. You need to ask questions." I mean, the audacity for this officer to do such a thing. So anyway, we are now beyond pissed, because now not only you're not helping us, now you're trying to make a false arrest to somebody that's actually trying to help. He has a badge on saying that he's staffed with the concert. Calm down. So anyway, we go back to deflating the tires now. We go back to the deflating tires. I put a clip in one of the videos before this one showing where I'm deflating the tire. Guys, when I start deflating the tire, we had to, because the SUV tires is a little wide and the boot is kind of positioned on the side. We kind of had to roll the vehicle back just a little bit, inch by inch. Aaron he's completely let all the air out the tire. We're down to like 2 psi, which is the pressure, tire pressure, and we're maneuvering the boot, kind of backing up a little bit. We were able to get the boot off. So now I have now successfully removed 2 boots. 2 boots now. So everybody now is solid and they're convinced that we know what we're talking about. So everybody starts deflating their tires, right? And so while everybody starts deflating their tires, I'm like waving my boot in the air that I did it. And then Aaron starts going and helping this other lady who now has deflated her tire. You know, everybody says, how do you deflate your tire? And it was like, I use the ink pen. And so everybody's using the ink pen or whatever they got in the car. They're deflating these tires. This woman has this bad BMW. I mean, this thing is smoking clean. But so her tires are already low profile, but she has these non-deflating tires. So she can run flat if she needed to, and so it's not working on hers. I got word that they might have damaged hers by chance. I don't know the end of that story. I'm not sure, but by the time I was ready to leave, because at this time I've been out here for hours. It is now. I arrived on the scene at probably about 11:30. Now it is 1:30 in the morning. And I'm ready to go because I had to be up at 5 a.m. to be able to hit the road to get to Lynchburg by 7 a.m., 7:20 at the latest to get my daughter to school. And so I tell the people, bon voyage, peace, holla at your girl. I think I gave you all the instructions you need. 5 of the boots got out. You off. You know that I'm, that I'm doing what I do. So yes,
You the
now,
truth. You the
not
truth.
only do I cut hair, mount TVs and paint and do all this kind of stuff, crazy, unusual talents. I now can get boots off your car. Who would have knew it? Who would have thunk it? So, in a nutshell, guys, to wrap the story up, I left and went and grabbed Aaron some food because when he came back, he told me that they had ate his food. So he absolutely had nothing to eat. And I just felt so horrible that this guy has been at work, traveled all day on the road, sung, and did a fantastic, phenomenal show. And hadn't even had a chance to eat because he's out there helping us on the ground, helping people pull their boots. And so I got a video of him doing that and some videos I'm going to post right after this.
Yo, shout out to Aaron. Did you get Aaron number? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I think Aaron liked you because I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to fuck. Hey, look, I'm going to fuck home. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, and I know how to fuck with cars. Like, I'm the nigga that, like, I have the jack and everything. Like, yeah, I guess if it's a girl, lady, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'll be riding in my motherfucking pickup truck. Got all the tools you need, nigga. And I would drive past you. And I would just fucking drive past you, bro. Like, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all heard of the saying, a good deed never goes unpunished? Aaron just damn near got arrested trying to do a good deed. You see what I'm saying? So, look, once something happened to you like that, because nothing like this, but like something happened to where you try to help a motherfucker out and then you get the... Man. Shit.
So it ended up being a very eventful night, a night to remember. I exchanged numbers with a couple of the people that were out there because we felt like we literally had bonded with each other. And like we were really cheering each other on and motivating each other.
My bad. She wasn't looking at Aaron. She was looking at the police officer.
To stick it out. And so reached out to one of the people later on that morning. And they said by around 3 o'clock, everybody's boots were off. Now, I want to say this for the record. Greensboro Police Department and Greensboro, North Carolina Fire Department
trash. They left us out there in that parking lot by ourselves with no answers, no statements made. We were victims of a crime and they literally dismissed us, did not help us. They literally, as we were working, started creeping away. We started noticing police car after police car being like driving off. They left us literally for dead. Like, what if these people who actually owned the boots came and returned and did something to us? Like, they gave us nothing. They said that they had called the tow trucks in the area to try to assist us. That was the best they did, and that was the best answer they had. Didn't take a statement, didn't get my information, did nothing. So I have contacted the local news. I've even contacted Greensboro Police Department to file official complaint. And they're going to do an investigation because that is no way to treat people. No way to treat people. And some of them were citizens of Greensboro. I used to be a citizen or resident of Greensboro. And I love Greensboro, to this day. But that was wrong. That was so wrong. But I can say thank you to everybody out there who kept a good head, stayed calm, and really supported each other and helped each other. The two women that I kept in contact with over the phone, I can't remember their names right off, but I'm going to post a picture of them a little bit later. And just how they really were, all of us really just supported each other. And that just shows how when you, if you really put your mind together and you work as a team, you can really get a lot accomplished. And let me tell you something. Everybody took their boot home. Everybody took their boot home as a trophy that,
Hey,
that we...
hey, I will say this though. Them are some amateur boots. They got some shit where you can't even take your motherfucking tire off. So they lucky they had them boots right there.
I guess we won. The devil is defeated. Me and the devil had a tussle, and I won. Shout out to Bishop S.Y. Younger, my pastor. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to This Has Been Brittany's Storytime. Have a good night. Check out some videos that I'm going to post next.
Let's go. Oh. We gotta go off. Let's go! Okay. He had that motherfucker. That's Aaron right there. Shout out to Aaron, I think. That's what's up. They got that bitch off. Oh, that's somebody else's car. That ain't her car. He over there helping the other lady get her shit off. Let's go! Yeah, them boots is amateur boots for sure. Let's go!
Just want to respond to some of the comments that I should have put a spare on the tire.
Somebody said common sense clearly ain't common. Some shit don't need to be posted, bruh. This look like it's a man saying this. I disagree, cause this is a female, bro. It might have been some niggas out there, but niggas don't even know how to change their own tires nowadays, or change a flat, or put a donut on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? We dealing with something different these days in 2025. These niggas is, I don't know. They trying to, I don't know. But so I disagree with this. So this is a female. You feel me? Like, yeah.
That's a very good idea. That is a very good idea. The logic that I was thinking in this point of time was I have to drive 2 hours away on a spare. I'm on a time limit because I had to be back home by a certain time. And the second thing, or the last thing, was I just didn't want to. I didn't feel like doing that, because at the end of the day, I still was going to have to figure out how to get that boot off. But I want to say that it worked. My method, it worked, and it was as simple as taking off a pair of pants. So I got a little bit more than common sense. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Don't listen to that nigga right there.
Hey guys, just want to provide an update to you On Storytime, self-care date night turns into being scammed. I spoke with Greensboro Police Department officers today in response to my complaint, and they informed me that one, Jared, who was the parking attendant that parked my vehicle and the person who I paid it forward to and gave the concert ticket to, is in fact innocent. He has been parking vehicles, as he stated to me, for the last 8 years, and has not had nothing to do with the boot scamming incident. The person who was
Oh, that's why they not answering the phone. Cause they seen them police, they like, no.
arrested that night was apparently founded in the act of putting the boots on the vehicles, and he was arrested that night and was charged with 17 counts of tampering with a vehicle. So there were 17 vehicles that were actually involved, and from the officer's statement that 3 of those vehicles he possessed keys to on him, on his person, and then it comes to find out that he did have the keys to the other boots as well, which obviously were ours, and that they did take note of all 17 vehicles that were involved, and documented them and put them in the police report. Apparently there is a 17-page or more police report that is out there, and he was currently under a $10,000 bond. So that's the update. I don't know if we'll have to go to court or anything like that. And I was asked from the police officer to actually provide all the videos that I captured of that night. So that's the update. We'll see how things turn out. And just to say this, they said that this has happened before and has happened on private property, and they absolutely have no way of stopping it. So looks like you need to know my method: deflating your tire and slipping the boot off. Hopefully there's no copycats that follow this method and this tactic that this person was doing. Yeah, so
My boy tried to make him a quick $2,000 real quick. 120 times 17. He tried to make him a quick 2. Feel me? A quick 2? Just to go and unlock some shit real quick. Put some shit on and unlock it. He just had them amateur boots. Boots cost money. He had to get the cheap boots. You feel me? Cause shit, they got some boots where that shit cover your whole, boy. This shit crazy. But yeah, shout out to her though. So damn, my boy they had in the goddamn was innocent the whole time. So okay, I thought he had got her, but that ain't even what happened, y'all. So what a story twist. Alright? I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me as always, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this story here. Shout out to her. I'm glad everybody was out able to get their boot off, you feel me, by deflating a tire. I don't know what happened to the BMW. That might have been the BMW I was talking about, that black one. That motherfucker hard, you feel me? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the story in the comments below. It's your boy Ray. Big play! Peace.